Hey guys, it's Keelari, and something exciting happened a couple weeks ago, or it might be 3 weeks ago by now. I'm not sure, but I don't know if you can tell a difference, but I bought a tack shed. Yes. So one became available at my barn, so I went ahead and bought it. It was super cheap. It was basically dirt cheap. But anyhow, the price kind of reflects the condition though, so I've done some work and I've repainted and everything. But this is my shed as you know it, right here. I'm not selling the shed, I'm still keeping the shed. I just took a lot of my overflow stuff and things I don't use on a daily basis and moved them to the other shed, which is 2 sheds away from this shed. So I guess I'll just show you how I reorganize things and where I keep everything now, because it's all different, and show you the new shed. So let me flip you around and show you. It is a windy day, so I'm sorry if you can't really hear. But anyhow, this is my shed. So this is what it looks like now when you walk in. The bridles are all in the same place. I just have Mia's breastplate, Ami's bridle that he's currently using, Mia's jumping bridle, and her dressage bridle. These are the bits they're currently going in. And over here I just have the girths I'm currently using. And I actually recently ordered the Wow H girth, so hopefully that'll help Mia's saddle from slipping because she is downhill. I just have random stuff for my air vest and martingale attachments and throat latches and what is that, a neck strap? Yeah. And then I have this little light right here. I don't know. Tack hook. I have these little cleany thingies. I think they were from IKEA, but you wet them and they turn soft, and I scrub bits with them. My car keys, my lunge whip, and then here I have my little essentials box. So I have helmet cleaner, my riding sunglasses, my riding gloves, and I think there's a hat in there, or helmet cover. And I have some water. This is my helmet I use on a daily basis. It's my Charles Owen skull cap. Whew. And my new, I don't know how to say it, Solis helmet brim visor thing. Absolutely love it. And then on this 3-shelf rack thing, I have a lot of stuff actually. These are just sprays I took out of my grooming tote that I didn't put away yet. But in here, I just have extra stirrup pads and some hardware, random stuff, batteries, watches, my American Equestrian spurs that I haven't used yet because I need to get straps for them, extra hairnet that I don't ever wear. Down here, again, just extra stuff. And then I'll move these so you can see. I have, like, this one's stuck. There we go. I just have horse treats there. I have these Smoochies horse treats by Highgain, sugar cubes that they get very rarely, and then a random assortment of, I think they're the start to finish peppermint and the apple snacks, and the Mrs. Pasture's cookies. And then down here I just have rags, and then here I just have bathing tote thingy, which is kind of new. So I just have Head and Shoulders and Listerine, scraper. This is chlorhexidine scrub, fungusol scrub, and this is the stuff I've been using on Ami's hind leg fungus. It works really good. Yeah, but it kind of barely fits right there. Alright, so next to it I keep my tall boots. They're my new Ariat ones. I absolutely love them so much. My grooming tote. This little tub back here I normally keep carrots in, but Ami choked on a carrot a few days ago. If you would have seen on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, yes, he coughed, or not coughed, he choked on a carrot. Had to have a vet out, all that stuff, so I'm not going to buy them until he can have them. I've been bringing a couple here and there for Mia, but I'm not going to buy in bulk until he can have them again. And then over here on my saddle pad rack, I still dry off my saddle pads here, but they're currently all away, like where they live, basically. I have some stirrup leathers that I oiled. They're brand new. I haven't used them yet. I'm trying to get them ready for my new jumping saddle, which should be here any time from Barnes Tack Room. I just have this Highgain bag with some brochures and stuff. I went to a feeding nutritional seminar this past weekend that was presented by Highgain, and I got a sample, and then those Smoochie treats, and then yeah, I have another bag of Smoochies that are open. They seem to really like them. Oh, and I also won this supplement, it's the Safeguard. It's a mycotoxin. I have never even heard of the mycotoxins before until the seminar, so I'm interested to try this with Mia and Ami. Yeah, so I just got that. But anyhow, this is, the top portion is supplements. So I have Triamino, that's Leg Up Joint, Persevere by Adeptus, and that's Devil's Claw Plus, the senior. This is the senior type feed, so it's just a sample, but I'm not going to try it with Ami until he can have like full regular food yet. Yeah, this is aloe vera juice, and his Previcox is right there in a baggie. Down here is all my tack cleaning stuff. I have a lot of tack cleaning stuff. It's a guilty pleasure. Paper towels, random tape and stuff. Oh, those are clean leg wraps I need to wrap up. And I just have random fly sprays that my horses can't have because they've reacted to them. So they kind of just sit there. Alright, this top shelf is really the same. It hasn't been changed at all. So it's just random tool kind of stuff over there. Paint, hoof stuff, shampoo, Sonomore, magic cushion, more stuff. There's a ton of stuff. Right here are my leg wraps, so my Climatex polo wraps by Escadron, my Saratogas, and then the T-Fit ones. And then over here, I normally have my standing bandages, like those, you know, but I took a lot of them home to wash, so they're kind of all missing. My wrap roller. And then over here, I just have my leather lead with the chain, the pair of stirrups that I'm going to be using on my new jumping saddle. Or I might take the stirrups off of my dressage saddle, put them on my new jumping saddle, and then put these on my dressage saddle until I can find something I like a little bit better. Just plain stirrups. And then Mia's dressage bit and extra crown pieces and one of Mia's shoes. So across here, it's still all the same supplements. Right here, I just have, because I buy in bulk usually, so that's MSM. Here is Nimble Mega Nutrient. Here is just salt. Here is Raspberry Leaf, aka Mere Magic. And here is the New Image supplement I like. And then over there are Mia's Smart Packs. Ami's Smart Packs are right there. And then in the drawers, it's a little bit different now. So in here, I still have all my Ice Vibes. And then over here, I have Back on Track pillows. I have an extra hat from Barnes Tack Room. And my Escadron Climatex bandage liners. And then here, I just have a bunch of vet stuff. I don't know. Oh, I have saddle pad shims and random stuff in there. Down here, I have more vet stuff. Here I have, it's a little bit dirty on the edge there, leg wraps. These are the Back on Track ones right on top. I have more leg wraps, but there's not a lot in here because a lot of them are going to be washed. And some Nobos. So I usually keep Nobos and then regular pillow wraps, and then there's kind of a mix in there. And I try to do them by size and style. And then over here, my saddles are in the same place. That's my new Barnes Tack Room one, although it's a little dirty right now. Then I have Ami's dressage saddle, which is an Arthrocotis, I don't know how to say it, dressage saddle. These are really my jumping stirrups, my MDC Sports. Or are they, I don't know, are they the Sport? They're not the wide footbed, but it has the joints and the little turny thingy. So I'll probably take those off, put them on my new jumping saddle, and then take those stirrups and put them on this one. Then I have my jumping saddle, which have, which stirrups do I have on? The Royal Riders. And then I just have a saddle rack. I don't always keep it here. I've been keeping it in my new tack shed, but I just didn't put it back yet. My whips are still right there. And then up here I have, so I placed another order from Dover right after WEG because they did a, I want to say it was 40% off their whole WEG collection. So I got the earnet one, which is really cute. I haven't put it away yet. I just have cookies that I was eating. Forgot to put the lid back on and they got stale. Oh, yeah, that's paperwork. Dressage tests I found. And then all in here are the earnets that I use. My regular earnets. This is the antibiotic I have to give Ami tomorrow. since he choked. This is Banamine I need to give to the barn owner since I borrowed hers. I didn't have time to go home and get mine. Ooh, I almost knocked over my coffee. I keep the lock to my shed, treats, some extra cash in case I ever need it around the barn, keepers, random bridle parts, some of my brow bands. Most of these came on, well, I guess not. I was going to say most of them came on bridles, and then I use fancy ones. Like that one came on my Arc de Triomphe. This one was Arc de Triomphe. That was bought. These are PS of Sweden. This was 5-star Tack. This one my trainer made. This I bought used from Steuben. This was one at a dressage year-in thingy, and it was custom made. This one I bought at Mary's. And then that stuff is just the info on one of my girths and how to wash it. Yeah, so it's just that area. Then here I have my stirrup covers, which I'm saving for my new jump saddle. An older pair of stirrup covers. These are made by Green Horse Equestrian. They have a cute little bow. So if you're interested in getting some of your own custom ones, and there's other stuff as well, my discount code will be in the description box below. Then I have an old skull cap cover, some other gloves I use depending on the time of year, some headphones and deodorant. See if I can get it to all shut again. Tape and Mia's color. These are my 2 Equifit ear bonnets. You have to store them very flat or else they get creases in them. And it can take a while to get the creases off, but I just have these 2. So they just live there. And then these are still the same. These are all my boots that I use. Yeah, so Equifit, Veritas, Equifit, PS of Sweden, Pro Choice. Equifit, there's PS of Sweden below, Professional Choice, and then some Escadron Bell boots. Oh, I can't even like open this one, it's stuck. These are just sheepskin boots. Now that I think about it, I don't use these ones very often. Well, I use these more in the winter when it's cold. I don't like to use them in the summer because it is sheepskin. So I try to avoid heat in the summer. But I just have, I don't know what these are. Oh, Kentucky ankle boots. And then Professional Choice sheepskin boots. I have them in white and black, and you probably can't see them back there. But there's several pairs for front and hind. And they last forever. Down here, it's really dirty because I haven't been cleaning forever. Like that's a spider right there. These are the bell boots that I kind of just store. I don't use them super often. The ones I use, I have them in their drawers here. But I just have the pink Professional Choice, white Professional Choice, Veritas heel boots in the back, Magica Keep ones, another pair of turquoise and black Magica Keep, Professional Choice, Magica Keep. So I just keep them here if I'm feeling spicy and want a colored pair one day. This is just coffee cups and hydro flasks, water bottles I need to take back home. So that is everything for this shed. Oh, and up here I just have my tack cleaning hook and some spurs. I don't use these anymore because I just don't. They're longer than what I need. I have little Steuben Ruly ones that I've been using with Mia. I have little baby nubs and some medium-sized ones. So with Mia, I usually will use this one or this one. She kind of likes these ones. Yeah, and then I used to use these with Ami. So I need to find a place to keep them rather than hanging them because it kind of annoys me to hang them. But that is everything, and I'll show you the new shed. So it's pretty close. There's this little abandoned shed with a broken door that I just keep a bale of hay in. It's like right there on his lunch. Oh yeah, I probably should show you back. Okay, refilming this part because I went to edit it last night and it was so windy it made the audio really terrible. So I'm hoping that's not happening this time. I also have to refilm it. But anyhow, this is the shed. It's all wooden. I didn't paint the outside. This is how it normally is. The door needs to be fixed. The hinges probably need to be replaced, honestly, because it doesn't quite shut all the way. So that needs to be fixed, obviously. And then the other thing, actually, before I go on further, let me hook the door open so we have light. There we go. Alright, so I can tell the floor used to be a plywood floor, like a typical wooden shed, but it's just broken over time because the shed is so old. And the previous people who had this, they didn't bother to fix or replace the floor. They just took these rubber stall mats and put them in here. So there's 2 stall mats, a whole one and a pieced together one, or 3, I don't know, something like that. Anyhow, this will be fixed eventually. It's just not a top priority right now, and it's rain and animal critter proof. Okay, so these walls used to be hot pink and sage green. That's some of the old sage I forgot to paint. Yeah, so these panels right here all were hot pink, and sorry, no thanks. So I just painted it this off-white color I found at Home Depot. So it came with this tack cleaning hook already here, and this whiteboard was also right here. I just wrote down what each horse gets, but it's since changed, so I need to update it. But anyhow, I have a wooden saddle rack right there. I have my stirrup leathers. I can't decide if I want to use these older prestige leathers of mine or my new Millbrooks for my new Barnes Tack Room jump saddle that should be coming any day. Here's some storage tubs and hanger thingies and a light that I just haven't used or gotten around to doing anything with, and that's the stuff I painted with. So this shelving unit, which is, the lighting's not very good. Alright, this shelving unit is the same one that was in my other shed. I just use it for all my saddle pads. So at the top here I have all my dressage pads that I use. This is the FBI Try-On one by Horseware Ireland. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to keep it just because it's really long, like height-wise it's really long. I can't even get it all in frame by holding it. Alright, so that's that. And then down here I just have a Lemieux, some Eco Golds, Ogilvy baby pads, more Lemieux, Schockelmol, PS Sweden, Backlund Trek, Weather Vita, Ogilvy, Voltaire. Down there in this bag I have my Andis clippers for just bridle pads and fetlock trimming and clipping their tails. I don't really ever do whiskers because I'm just not one of those people. I prefer to keep them natural. I have applesauce for Ami, and then that's another 2-month supply of Devil's Claw Plus, whiteboard markers, paint, and this is my bucket of bits. Yeah, so that's all that's on here. And then next, I wonder if this would be better if I shut the door. No, maybe not. Maybe if I go over here. There we go. Everything's kind of dusty already. It was so nice and clean, now it's dusty. Anyhow, I just have treats in here. Yeah, Starlights, German horse cookies, and then that's extra Nimble Supreme. Down here I have extra halters, so leather halters and stuff that I don't use on a daily basis. Down here is scrims and rain sheets. So just, oh, and it also, yeah, it has several scrims and my sleazy neck cover, neck hood, what is it called, jammies? The Lycra ones that you put on for braiding, that's also in there. And then down here I have the coolers without the attached neck pieces. Down here it's coolers with the attached necks. And then down here I have quarter sheets. Over here I have extra girths. And here I have boots and bell boots. Yeah, it's full of boots and bell boots. And then over here I just have extra equipment. It's packed full of extra stuff and extra saddle pad shims. And then on top of that I have Mia's Amigo medium weight turnout with the neck cover. And then the shed came with these 2 saddle rack thingies, I forgot the name. So I just have my Mattis pad, 2 Ogilvies, my other Mattis pad, and then my Pro Choice stud girth, and then my Voltaire stud girth. I keep them here because I'm currently not using them, but you want to lay them relatively flat so they don't get creased or marked up. Then I have my Lemieux half pad, and then a really old bevel pad that I don't use. It's just sitting here. Okay. The shed also came with these, what is that, plumbing pipe stuff? I don't even know what it is really. There's 3 of them, and these were used as saddle pad racks and blanket racks. I just have my bareback pad on it. I love it. It's the Supercore honeycomb pad, super comfy. And then on this wall is all the strapped goods. So these are all the hooks that came with the shed. It has this board here with these saddle racks and hooks. I was super lazy and I just painted over these. I didn't bother to take them off or tape them. I just painted over them, so I don't really care, honestly. I just didn't want pink. Alright, so this is a PS of Sweden bridle bag. Yeah, it's just reins, a few sets of reins in here. My filming tripod. What is this? Yeah, my extra high jump PS of Sweden bridle that's not currently in use. I can't zip that up with one hand. Alright, this is all my lunging stuff. So I just have a lunging thing here, a lunging attachment, which I don't know why I have it because I don't like these. Someone probably gave it to me. I have regular side reins from Dover. I also have these sliding side reins. I think they're also called Vienna reins. I have a Pessoa type system. I think it was made by Horrors, but the ropes were too small, so I bought my own ropes and replaced them to make it longer. And then this is my surcingle. It's really old. I've had this forever, but I honestly do not like it. I rarely ever use it because I hate it that much. And it's mainly because of this part. I hate this style because when it's on your horse, it creates a nutcracker effect. So essentially these dig into your horse's withers and create pressure points. I really don't like it. I prefer just the single non-padded one. And then if you use a non-padded or a I don't know what you call these. Not paneled necessarily, but well, if you use the ones without this and it's just one strap, I would use it over a saddle pad with the bevel pad for cushioning. And that's that. I have my lunge whip down here and my hot water heater all ready for winter. There's random blue hooks here. And then I have this bridle bag by Derby Originals. I have a CWD running martingale, my PS of Sweden. Wow, I need to clean these. PS of Sweden 3-point breastplate, and my CWD 3-point breastplate. Wow, that is so dirty. I wonder if I ever cleaned it. Okay, I need to clean it. Yeah, that is all that's in there. And then over in here in this Dion bridle bag that I got like a decade ago, I have extra dressage reins and stuff. Yeah. And then in here, this is a Tack, so I believe that's by Snyder's. I have this bridle bag, so there's just a couple extra nose pieces off my PS of Sweden bridles that I'm not currently using, so those just hang out there. And then I have some extra bridles, so that's an Arc de Triomphe bridle, the nose piece that goes to it since it doesn't have a brow band on it. My 5-star Tack bridle, it's a figure 8 bridle, and another Arc de Triomphe bridle. And this is the brow band my trainer made. I love it. And then next is, okay, another Arc de Triomphe dressage bridle. You see those marks? That's from using the bridle numbers. Yeah, oopsie. And then extra assorted nose bands and stuff. And that is everything in here, pretty sure. Thank you for watching. I hope that wasn't too terribly long. All my tours seem to be really long and I just talk about everything. I didn't mean to go into so much detail about what I keep wearing and all that, but I just kind of did, so sorry if that took forever. But I'm just super excited to have this space. That horse is loud. I don't really have to go in here on a daily basis. If I do, it's just to grab a saddle pad. And even though it's kind of annoying to have to walk over here to get a saddle pad, I say annoying, but it's what, 10 feet at most. But it's just nice because I can get all these out of the way, and I have so much extra space in my main shed. The first one's my main shed. This is more like my extra storage spillover shed. So it's just really nice to be able to have some extra room, and I can display my saddle pads so I know exactly which one I'm getting. I don't get the Leaning Tower of Pisa saddle pads. Yeah. So I'm just making this longer than it needs to be, and I'm talking very fast. I apologize. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I mean, if you want to follow along for my everyday dealings and my horses and everything, like I said, on me choked, so that wasn't fun. You could follow me on Instagram if you wanted to see that kind of stuff. It'll be linked down below, and that is everything. This video is not sponsored, nothing like that. It's just me showing you something that I've worked really hard on setting up and painting, and I think it was over 90 degrees that I was painting. Okay, I'm making this video go too long, sorry. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.